Hey everybody, welcome to Sophquest. Welcome back if you're a subscriber, and welcome in if you're new to the channel. So I wanted to let you know the reading you're about to hear is going to span the time of about 2 weeks from the energy of that full moon we just had on Friday, the 19th of November, that was in Taurus, and the new moon that we're going to be having on December 4th in Sagittarius. So we're moving from the last week of Scorpio season last week to fire into Sagittarius season for the next 4 weeks. Now, I know I didn't do a reading last week for you guys. I'm sorry about that interruption. I had to adjust to a change in my medical procedure, my schedule, the way I do it. And I needed time to fill up my own well, so I have something to give to you guys, right? So thank you for understanding that. I do appreciate it. Again, this is going to cover 2 weeks, so I hope you enjoy the reading. And now, there you go. On to the reading. Hi Libra. All right, today we're going to go with the Denise Lynn Sacred Traveler Oracle cards and the Crystal Visions Tarot by Jennifer Galasso, 2 gorgeous decks. So I'll just settle in with me while I start shuffling your cards and take a few deep cleansing breaths, right? Oxygenate the brain, lower your cortisol, and get ready to receive any messages that might be just for you, Libra, right? All right. So I did shuffle these quite a bit beforehand, but I'll do a little bit while I'm on camera here. I'm going to pull 3 of the Sacred Traveler Oracles for you, and then we're going to do 9 cards. And I'm going to read horizontally, vertically, and big picture, including 3 cards from under the deck that has to do with sort of internal subconscious stuff. So all in all, 12 cards plus the oracles, right? Yeah. Okay. Very good. That feels very, very good. I'm going to cut the deck. Libra. All right, so how was that full moon that we just had last week on the 19th? How was that for you? I mean, always full moons for me, especially in the season of Scorpio, they're deep. They're really deep. That was a big one. All right, you get traveling lightly, impasse, and watching clouds. Okay. Traveling lightly, impasse, and watching clouds. Well, if you have travel plans, they may be altered for some reason, one way or another. And so if something comes up in the next couple weeks about travel, it's like, you know what? Look at these cards, right? It says traveling lightly, simplify your life, right? Keep it simple. Impasse, reflect and redirect your energy. So whatever the plan was, you might have to redirect or pivot and do something different. Something might come up. And then you can just lie back, relax, rest and relax, watching clouds. So if you have to make an adjustment to your plans coming up in the next couple of weeks, this message is saying, you know what? Just go with that flow, right? Just go with the flow. If something gets canceled or if something happens that has to do with travel plans. All right, Libra, let's see what this is about. Now I'm going to go ahead and shuffle your tarot. We'll see what other messages comes through what other messages come through. Yeah, there you go. This lunar cycle, I have to say, has been very impactful on my life, and I'm just adjusting to the best of my ability right now. I'm having to laugh through it. All right, that feels good. Cut the deck here. Because we are in eclipse season, eclipses are very, very powerful. They're like full moons and new moons on steroids, right? And we just went through a lunar eclipse, and then the one on the 4th of December in Sagittarius, that new moon, that is a solar eclipse. So these are big energies, and they usually, the energies can last and are reactivated for about 6 months or longer, very much so. So these themes we could be visiting and revisiting over and over again. And that's, you know, that's what happens in the geometry of the sky and the way that the planets align, right? Gotta love it. The patterns are there, people. The patterns are there. All right, we have the Knight of Cups, the Moon, the Hanged Man, the 5 of Swords, 7 of Wands, Ace of Wands, okay, the Knight of Wands, the 10 of Swords, and The Four of Cups. Okay. I do think that alternate plans may be in order for some of you. Okay. And altering from whatever it is that you're planning. I did say with Aries, I think it was, plan B may be simpler, something like that. So I'm getting a similar message for you, that there may have to be a plan B or a plan C. And this is something you may have to get involved in to actually put forth your energy into changing something. And you may have to change it on the fly because I'm seeing a lot of fire energy here. So if you get hung up by something and disappointed by something that happens in the next couple of weeks, go with that flow, right? It's like lie back, rest and relax. You know, just take it as it comes. Que sera, sera. I know that's hard, especially if we're emotionally invested in something, especially if it has to do with family plans or the holidays. Okay, so I get it. I understand. But I am seeing it. That's what I'm definitely seeing it. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands, Page of Swords, Magician. Well, that's good. Okay, so you will come up with some new idea about how to do something, to move something forward. So trust your kind of gut instinct is what I want to say. You know, Libra, you're a planner, and you don't like to make snap decisions, right? Not at all. That is not your energy. The way that you and your mind works, Libra, you take your time because you are considering both sides of the scales at all times. And you like to keep the scales in balance, not only for yourself, but for others in your life, because relationships matter to you. So Libra, it's like, you know, you always weigh things out. You don't like to make snap judgments. You're not too impulsive usually. And then when you do make an impulse decision, it's kind of like, oh my God, what did I do? You know, buyer's remorse can creep in, right? Because that's just the way your energy works. But this is saying try to be a little bit flexible, and that whatever happens, happens for a reason. And maybe, just maybe, you'll enjoy it. For whatever reason, it could end up being something new that is really enjoyable, even though it kind of stops you in your tracks. But under the deck, what I'm seeing is with the Queen of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Magician. The Magician, especially because this is the bottom of the deck, which is your internal subconscious stuff. So this Magician is you. And you're creating something out of nothing, starting something, initiating something, putting something together. The Magician makes something happen, right? Manifest something. Okay, so with the Queen of Wands, this is the yin energy of fire. So this is attracting it into your life, right? So it's like the law of attraction is working for you right now, Libra. So whatever you put out into the universe with this Page of Swords, whatever you say, it's like the law of attraction. It's going to come back to you. So speak it into being. Whatever it is that you're trying to make happen, speak it into being. Say it out loud. Don't keep it in your head, vacillating over it, going back and forth, the way you normally would, to take all things into consideration. Maybe this time, in this situation, whatever your situation is right now, you may need to Page of Swords it. That's why I said trust your gut. The Queen of Wands trusts her gut. And so it's like idea comes in, trusting your gut, you make something happen. This is what I'm saying in your decision and internal process, right? Because this is the internal stuff under the deck. So yeah, trusting your gut, big time, when it comes to making a decision to do something. All right, let's go across. Well, no, actually, let's go to these. Okay, so traveling lightly, simplify your life. This deck is about travel plans very often, or how we're moving in life. And right now, the holiday season, we all make a lot of travel plans and such, so I thought it was apropos. Traveling lightly, simplify your life means make it easy on yourself. Make it easy on yourself, because I see that we have the impasse card next to it. So perhaps you're having a discussion about making travel plans with someone, and if you're in disagreement and you're at an impasse, right, where you can't make a decision one way or the other because you're disagreeing about something, it's saying to simplify, reflect, and redirect. So plan C. right? If one of you has plan A, the other one has plan B, I would say consider plan C, right? Trust your gut. Because whatever decision you make, here's the thing, Libra. Whatever the decision ends up being, this is how it's going to work out. Watching clouds, you'll be able to relax, resting and relaxing, and enjoying the view, okay? I think whatever it is that happens or whatever that changes, I think it's going to be enjoyable. So that's what I'm saying. That's my point, all right? It's going to be enjoyable one way or the other. You're going to be able to breathe easy, okay? If you are planning for long-term investment, this is another message that just came in. It's hard for me to speak sometimes when I stream it in too quickly. This tree branch, it's just, I saw the tree just like stretching and growing. And so if this is about financial planning, okay, I would say with impasse and a squirrel on it, because I also saw the squirrel squirreling away nuts, right? Financial planning, squirreling away, that kind of thing. You can relax. You can relax about that, whatever your financial investment is. But it's saying that if something comes up and something changes and, you know, maybe you shouldn't invest too much right now. We are coming into a Venus retrograde. So if you're going to invest, definitely do it before Venus retrograde, which is at the end of December. So definitely before then, but I would potentially wait until after the retrograde it ends. Okay? That's just a piece of information that just came in from source, from spirit, okay? All right, so let's look at these. Queen of Wands, Page of Swords, Magician. My question to you, Libra, is what are you planning? What is it that you're really wanting to plan? And can you trust your gut? Can you go with your gut instinct about it instead of overthinking it too much? Let's go across the top. Knight of Cups, you're wanting to move forward. This could be about romance. It could be just about moving forward for some reason that is really about loving others and what you're wanting to do, right? With the moon, this could involve the energy of the full moon. So maybe, you know, this full moon that you just had, November 19th, was very impactful for you internally and brought some stuff up. And the reason I say that is because the moon is next to the Hangman. So I think that you were thinking incredibly deeply during that full moon, maybe making decisions about how you want to move forward in life, in love, right? Those kinds of things. And the moon is emotional, right? It's something that's deep. And with the Hangman, maybe it stopped you in your tracks. You wanted to think very deeply on it. The next line, we have the Five of Swords and Seven of Wands. This is, to me, an argument. That's why I said if you were in disagreement with someone, it may not have been so pretty. Okay. Five of Swords is usually verbal arguments or silent treatment, one or the other. And both people walk away feeling not so good. Okay. Seven of Wands, because people took their stand, differing opinions about what people want. Ace of Swords. This is the new thing. This is what I want. This is what I want. And can we confer? Can we differ without arguing? What is this new thing coming into your life that you really want? Because the Ace of Wands is an injection of excitement. It's something new. It's something to look forward to, something positive. But coming into the Hangman, it's something's hung you up about it. So maybe you are in disagreement with someone, right? If not, with the moon next to the Hangman, maybe you're waiting to talk to someone. For others of you, that Knight of Cups could indicate that you want to perhaps propose. I'm seeing that with the Knight of Cups and the moon. This person may not know, and you've been waiting and waiting with the Hangman and talking yourself out of it with the Five of Swords, telling yourself, oh no, I'm going to be rejected. And then Seven of Wands, it's like one day you decide, I can't, I should wait. Maybe I'll wait till Christmas or whatever. But then in the center of the reading, I'm seeing the Seven of Wands. No, I can't wait. I got to stand up, got to say it out loud. I can't wait any longer. Ace of Wands, right? Will you marry me? Or, you know, will you be with me? You know, talking to someone about how you feel about them. because your reading starts with the Knight of Cups, which is about how we feel, right? Especially next to the moon. This is deep feelings. And with the Hangman, it's like it's got you on your head. Whatever you've been feeling, it's got you on your head. And you're fighting with yourself about it, or like I said, if it's you and another person arguing about something, it's about this new change. It's about what you want, deeply desire with the Ace of Wands. And because with the Queen of Wands under the deck too, again, something you really, really want, right? Trusting your gut, going for it. The last line I have the Knight of Wands. Trusting your gut and going for it, but you're worried, Ten of Swords. Because in order to move forward, you might have to let go of something or change a plan. Ten of Swords is the end of something, a decision. Nope, that's not going to work. No to that. We're nixing this because we need to move forward. But you're hemming and hawing with the Four of Cups. You can see that, right? It's like the Knight's going in a different direction because you're talking yourself out of doing something and hemming and hawing over it. So I think you're in a process, Libra, that Libras are, known to do. You're weighing things out. You're weighing out your options. You're trying to make your decisions easier on you. You're trying to relax, but you realize I can't relax until I make the decision. And under the deck internally, it's like Page of Swords. Just make the decision. Just go with your gut. That's it, right? So honestly, what I'm looking at here, the big picture is, I think when you don't know what to decide, I learned this when I was younger, and I've always found it to work. When you're between a couple of options, take one away. Imagine it completely. And I think you are doing that with the Ten of Swords, right? Take the option away and see how it makes you feel. How would I feel? And then do the same with the other option. Take that option away and ask yourself, how does that make me feel? Would I feel disappointment? Am I disappointed that that would be the decision? If you were deciding between two things you like, the decision's easy, but it's usually, kind of a lesser of two evils kind of decision. That's when we get into this impasse feeling. It's like, well, neither one is necessarily good. I'm not sure. Either way, Libra, this says if you could just take some deep breaths, rest, and relax, then you can reflect and redirect your energy, right? What to squirrel away, what to go forward on. Just make it a little easier on yourself, Libra, and let go of what needs to be so that you can lessen your burden of making the decision. If you need to stand up and say something, it's like trust your gut, Page of Swords it. Be the magician and say whatever it is that you want to say. Just say it out loud, right? You can see that here. All right, and trust that. Trust that the part of you that knows what you really, really want. Whatever this is about for you, Libra, it's emotional. It's important to you. The full moon had you thinking really, really deeply about it. And now heading toward the new moon, this new beginning, it's going to come. And when it does, you're going to be able to stand up and say, well, here's what's going to go on. This is what I want. You're going to be able to stand up and move forward. You will. You'll be able to do that. You're just not sure if it's the right decision. The Ten of Swords is when we're done thinking about it. We can't think about it anymore. The decision needs to be made. I don't see the Ace of Swords here, but I see the Ace of Wands, which is why I don't think it comes from your left brain. I don't think it's logical. I think it's more of an emotional and a spiritual decision. It's something you need to do, not something you necessarily want to do. And that's usually the best time for us to just trust our gut. Trust your gut, okay? And I think it'll go really, really well for you. I want to wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude. Thank you so much. Enjoy the next 2 weeks. Happy holidays to all of you, no matter what you celebrate. And I will see you again around December 5th. All right? Talk to you then. Bye.